Alright, hello everyone. Okay, so I had an idea that apparently is not that original as I thought it would be. Because I was looking at, oh, how cool would it be? Sorry, no interruptions, man. Come on, damn. People do those, like, character, movie game, like, adaptations, but, like, into movies, right? Like a real-life actor list who would play, a casting type of who would play in these video games. And, like, I knew people did that, but, like, I didn't know people would do that for Condemned, and I was, like, kind of surprised that at least 2 other channels or people did it, which is awesome. But it's okay, they kind of, we're just going to do it a little differently. And I'm going to have a different, better cast for this. So, this is the tier list. I know it's not like how these are supposed to be made, right? I know it's not S through E or whatever. We're not ranking anybody here. Even though Ethan is the best, let's be real. So we start with Ethan. I was already kind of doing a test, but when I looked at him, the first one that came to mind was Joe Truglio. I think this guy is like an Ethan lookalike to me. Right? So, oh yeah, that's perfect. You can't even tell the difference. I'm looking at 2 of the same people right now. So. Okay, Rosa. Who comes to mind when I think of Rosa? Actually, no, I know exactly who I think of when I think of Rosa. And she's not even an actress. She's not even someone who's really likable. But who I think about is Karen Bass. Damn, I think it kind of works. What's a good picture? This one? Kind of. Let's see. Okay. Whoa, what the I don't. Hold on. This is horrible. One sec. Why does a guy do me like this? No, I'm not doing this. Hold on. That works. That's not too bad. Malcolm Van Horn. I could see Tommy Lee Jones. Let me see. Actually, wait. No, I think Tommy Lee Jones is perfect. Hold on. I mean, not in this adaptation, but okay. Okay. Detective Dickinson. Let's see. He's got pretty pronounced eyebrows. He's got bushy brows, actually. He could probably pass for a Dickinson. I don't even remember who this guy's name is. I'm gonna have to, like, I know I've seen him around. Out of it. SKX. Okay. Or Leland, right? So, and the resolution, so bad. I know, okay, the picture's awful too. I'm sorry. He's definitely he has that 70s vibe, that like weird flat wavy hair. Who's that guy from No Country for Old Men? The killer, right? I should know this. I'm sorry, I'm making myself look like not a movie buff. Dude, but I mean, that's a great picture right there. That's like almost exactly what he wears. That's perfect. Come on. No, this cast is looking pretty good. Okay. All right, now we got the matchmaker, right? Kind of just looks like a lonely, pathetic single dad / diddler. Definitely egg-shaped head. Definitely Alfred Hitchcock, if that's even him. Looks like him. Frank Langella. Okay. Next we have the torturer, and as you can see, he has no face. Because he gets no screen time with his face. It's literally going to be his body and his ass when he's impaled with the fire poker. Okay, but who would play like a good ragdoll? That's who I want to know. We'll come back to that. The Butcher. This guy could probably honestly play a decent Butcher. I can't really remember his acting style, and I should probably be taking that to account too. I'm solely going off of just looks, because I think that's, it's hard to make a casting adaptation, or it's hard to make like a real life adaptation on a video game if they don't really look anything like them, and the sound is a big deal too. I think John Wayne Gacy Pruitt here. I think he's pretty good. We'll use him. Okay. Oral primary. He kind of has that square jaw, actually. Implant. You know what? Ethan Hawke actually takes the cake. My first pick would be freaking Ethan Hawke. So many freaking Ethan names. So what's left? The torturer, right? I don't know why I'm zooming in. There's no face. There's no defining feature. Who has a good ragdoll body? Who likes to be killed in their movies? That's what we need. What about Charlie Day? Like, who wants to get tossed? Get tossed around. What the? That's weird. That's all I'm trying to say. Danny DeVito. He's too lovely guy, but he's too short and too big. He doesn't fit the Carl Anderson profile. He kind of looks like he looks like he could play like some weirdo, right? Like some serial killer. For now, it's Jason Bateman. So here's our list. I don't think zooming in is gonna be worse, right? God damn, it's like they're actual video game characters, you know? It's like they're rendered into the Xbox 360 already. So now we need to think of a director. I'm trying to think of like films first off. Like what? Okay, maybe I should slow my roll. I should be thinking of films first. Film types. I'm gonna try to get my inspiration here, and I'll base the director off of that. So, and like the style of the film. So, let's see. Maybe Sicario. Sicario's not too bad. I'm not looking at war movies though. It doesn't make sense. I need like more thriller. Ooh, what's that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal? I just saw his face. That's what it reminded me of. Prisoners. Denis Villeneuve. Let's see. What other movies did you do? You're born in Quebec, brother? Damn. Okay. Oh, he did Sicario. Oh, what am I talking about? Okay, well this has to be freaking a sign then, because that's 2 for 2. Okay, so we found our director. We're going to be using Denis Villeneuve because he did Sicario, he did Prisoners. I think that's more of the style that we want for a condemned movie, you know, for a theoretical one. And I actually have an idea for this, which I don't know if we'll do it for this video. What I might do is I might like put it through an AI generator or like ChatGPT or something and give them like a short little prompt in like a Denis Villeneuve, Sicario, Prisoners type movie. Yeah, but first though, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and post right now. I'm just gonna edit this out. I'm going to just increase the resolution size. I'm sure some of you have like binoculars and you're zooming in like, what the fuck am I looking at? You can't even see the resemblance. And I feel like it's defeating the whole purpose. So let me go do that really fast and I will be there. I will be right back. Okay, welcome back. That was fast. No, it wasn't. But here it is. I think this is a way better tier list, a better quality at least. Hopefully by the time like it's recording it looks good, but from the looks of it, it looks like we can actually see the expressions and the defining features on these pictures way better than my previous one that I made. So sorry if it looks a little janky or like a 5th grader pasted it on a freaking piece of construction paper. I was just trying to get this done. Just, you know, doesn't need to be pretty. It's just you know, just for viewing. But yeah, looking at it, I actually changed a few things though, that we'll go over. But yeah, we have the names of the actor here and then their corresponding playable character. I found a better picture of Tommy Lee Jones, kind of in the same orientation and perspective a bit. It's kind of funny when you just notice similarities, like his nose is almost pretty well the same. Maybe like Van Horn has a bit more of a thicker bridge on, you know, on the nose gap. But his ears, I was kind of looking at his ears. They're not perfect, but yeah, I was like, that's whatever. I think that's a good picture. I changed Frank Langella's picture. I thought that was a good one. I was trying to get one where he just wasn't really smiling, but he still kind of has this like this look, right? This like kind of mischievous look of like the matchmaker has a guilty look almost, in at least in this adaptation. But I thought this was a good picture. I actually found the picture of the torturer, or what you can find on him, what you can see. And then when looking at it, I was like, okay, it's either John Hamm, which maybe. But then I'm like, okay, what about his weird ass ghoul looking oblong facial structure? And I was like, okay, what about Bill Skarsgård? I'm like, okay, maybe. I thought Bill Skarsgård might work out better, and you're barely gonna see his face probably, just his freaking impaled body. Changed up Ethan Hawke's picture. I found this one. I thought it looked a little bit better. Trying to define the same similarities of like the hair, his eyes a little bit. I know you can't really see his jaw as well, but I think it can work. I think this is actually a really good picture. And then we have Denis Villeneuve as the director. So I think this is a lot better than just doing like a slideshow. Honestly, I was thinking about that too. But let's go ahead and try to figure out a script now. Oh, that doesn't look right. Oh shit. Hello. This is a post-edit version here, and yeah, I don't have the attire. No suit on today. Sorry, this is just my lazy work clothes. It's also in the daytime, so I'm not nearly as tired as I should be. I just want to apologize. When I was looking over the footage, it looked like I was super lethargic and like I wanted to just die. Like I was so quiet and tired. I'm like, I should just film this the next day. So I apologize for that. I'm also testing out these new like microphones just to see if this quality is any better than my desk mic, because that is just, it's kind of a pain in the ass just having that here. I don't think that sound levels work that well anyway, so this might just be the solution to that. Just really quickly, I want to say, well, first, okay, I looked up how to pronounce this dude's name, the director, Denis Villeneuve.
Hi, my name is Denis Villeneuve. My name is Denis Villeneuve. My name is Denis Villeneuve. My name is Denis Villeneuve.
He's French. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce it. I watched that video like 5 times, and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying, dude? Like, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm like, I knew when I was saying Denis Villeneuve, I'm like, this sounds too like Hispanic or Spanish. Like, it just doesn't flow off the tongue. Like, I know it's not that. He's Quebec French Canadian. Like, it's not Villeneuve. It's just, my mind is like Villeneuve. See, like that's how it works, but it's not. Anyway, that's a little tangent. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm actually cutting the video with just this. It's gonna be a 3-parter. So for this first part, I just want to make that tier list, and just let me know if you guys agree with it. Do you guys like it? Do you guys have your own? Do you have your own recommendations or suggestions of who you would put in place instead of one of the chosen people I did? So let me know. Part 2, we're gonna get into the actual screenplay script. So like, I know people are like, oh, don't use AI. I know some people are very anti-AI, and like to a degree, it depends. Like sometimes I agree with it, sometimes I don't. I think for this, it's like, who fucking cares, really? Like, this is just for fun. I'm not like submitting this to Warner Brothers and saying, oh yeah, this is my script. Like, I'm not doing that. This is just for fun. So that's what we're gonna do. I just want to see what the AI can come up with, and I'm sure it'll come up with absolute stupid ass horrible writing, and I find that hilarious. And then for part 3, I think what we'll do is I'm either gonna like draw like a storyboard, or if I have any of my friends, I don't know. All my friends are like dead. All my friends have moved. I don't have friends. No, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't have anybody to hang out with. So I wanted to make a movie. I think it'd be fun to make a little movie. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. But it's just for fun. So yeah, that's about it. And I will see you guys in the next one. So thank you. Have a good evening, a good night, a good morning, wherever you're watching this from, and I will catch you on the flip side, my friends. Okay, ciao. Goodbye.